Hello dear students, how are you all? Welcome to your next class of English. So, yesterday we have discussed your PT1 exam if you remember. I hope now you have come to know your mistakes, where you have done a mistake, and I have given you all the answers, and I have even checked your papers and I have returned to you, and you might have checked your marks also. So some of you have done very good, some of you still needs improvement, and some of you have to work hard. So that was your first attempt and it was a new platform for you, how you had to submit. I know you might have faced problem in that, but then you tried your best, and never mind, next time you can still do better. And again we have our exams in the month of September, the first term, so start preparing for that. Syllabus and duration will be floated, and then we need to cover our syllabus. So while I was checking your papers, I found that reading comprehension first section, that was okay. Many of you have done it nicely, you all know it, no need to do anything in that. Keep going, and we'll be doing more practice also. Then coming to grammar section, what I found is some of you have not understood the concept of transformation of sentences that we have done. So I just want to take up today that topic only, transformation of sentences. So let's practice some of the sentences from your grammar book only, tune into grammar. One chapter related to the sentences, that is transformation of sentences, is given in your books, but it is in the later chapter. So I suppose it is given at the back, chapter number 18 it might be, so you can check in your books, and we are going to just revise some of the exercise from there, so the concept is more clear, although we have done many types of sentences like that. But still I think you are facing problems, so let's clear that, and that will be just connected to our topics that we have done so far. So let's finish that today. So are you all ready with your books? A pencil in your hand should be there always. So it's chapter number 18 on page number 121 in your books. So let's start. So we'll quickly recall the rules how you need to transform the sentences when the helping verb is there, and how you will change into various, like from positive to negative, negative to positive, from assertive to interrogative, and the vice versa. So we'll be doing all those. So let's start with page number 121 itself in your books. So I just mentioned here page number 121. Okay, so there is a small exercise based on your revision of types of sentences. So let's see, state whether these sentences are assertive, interrogative or exclamatory. So let's quickly start with the revision of the previous concept. Okay, Sarthak is the fastest swimmer. What type of sentence is it? Yes, it is simple assertive sentence. So I'll write here A for assertive. You can even note down the answers. Did she sleep peacefully? Quickly, tell me the answer. Very easy. Yes, it is question. So interrogative sentence. What an intelligent answer she gave. Sign of exclamation. Exclamatory, starting with WH family. So I have already told you, whenever you have to frame exclamatory sentences, please start with WH family. So that was your mistake. Raj and Raina practiced for the play. Simple information is that assertive sentence. Next and the last one, would you like to have tea or coffee? Question is being asked, so it should be interrogative. So we'll write I for interrogative. So now let's see some of the rules that are given on the same page. So we have learned about different kinds of sentences, interrogative, assertive or declarative, then you have imperatives and the exclamatory. So that was a brief introduction. Sentences can be transformed from one kind to another. How? Today we are going to learn that. Okay, we can change positive sentences to negative sentences by adding not after the verb is RM and verb. For example, so now they have given you the first rule where you have to insert not. कहाँ पर लगाना है आपको? It is not कि आप कहीं पर भी जहाँ पे आपका मन करे लगा दो. It's not like that. So let's take one example. So these are the rules. Let's revise, although I have already posted 2 videos based on this. You can even refer to the videos if you want. So positive sentence, I'll take one. I am an Indian. I am an Indian. So this is positive sentence and you have to change it into negative sentence. How will you change? Simply by adding not. But where to insert not now? I not am an Indian? Wrong. I am not an Indian. Or let's see. I am an not Indian? No. So where will we insert? The correct order according to the sentence structure should be after your helping verb. So it will be I am not an Indian, and it makes it negative sentence and opposite in the meaning of the first one. So it is only after your helping verb, be it is, are, am, was, were, that you have to insert not to make it negative. Let's take one more example. So I'll just write down here 2. Okay, the sisters are helpful. Actually, the sisters are helpful, right? Okay, so how will we make it into negative now since it is a positive one? As the rule says, where we should insert not? Let's see. First, find out the helping verb here. It is are. The sisters are. After that, what we should write? Not helpful. The sisters are helpful. The sisters are not helpful. So it is negative now. So now you come to know where we have to insert not to make it negative. Yes, after your helping verb. But then there are some sentences in which you have helping verb and main verb. Then where you have to insert main verbs like playing, reading, dancing, singing. It can be any. I hope you know the difference between the helping verbs and the main verbs. We have already done the parts of speech. Okay, let's take one example in such cases. I am baking a vanilla cake. Don't worry, I am not baking a vanilla cake. It's just a sentence. I am baking a vanilla cake. Now it is a positive sentence. Make it negative. We have 2 verbs here. First of all, helping verb and then your main verb. So now where will we add? It is the same rule we will be inserting after our helping verb only. So it makes like this. I am not baking a vanilla cake, and it comes to negative sentence now. So what we have done is we have simply inserted after our helping verb only, but it is between our helping verb and our main verb. So let's take one more example of such kind. Okay, let's take we will submit the project tomorrow. Don't worry, you don't have to submit any project tomorrow. We will submit the project tomorrow. Make it negative now. What it will be? Where will we add? We will. This is your auxiliary. Not. Submit is your what? Verb. The project tomorrow. So this way you will make it negative sentence. So it will be, we will not submit the project tomorrow. So what we have done, it comes between the helping verb and your main verb. So it makes it negative. So these were the 2 rules. After your helping verb and between your helping verb and main verb when there are 2 verbs in a sentence, and here we have only 1 verb, that is helping verb. I hope this much is clear to you all. Moving on to the next rule. Just see in your books. Meanwhile, I'll just erase it. So just try to understand it, what they are trying to say, and then I'll explain to you. And next time, please don't make mistake in making sentences, transforming the sentences. So what it says is our third rule, the sentences in simple present or simple past. When we have the sentences in simple, though we have not done tenses, but you have done, I might be in your 4th class, so little bit you might be knowing what is simple sentence, simple tense, and what is past tense. Simple tense, read, reads, play, plays. Past, read, heard. So this way, when we will do the sentences, you will come to know. So let's take one example and just see the rule. The sentences in simple present and simple tenses are changed to negative tenses by adding do, does and did. I have already discussed this rule and where to use do, does and where to use did. Did is always used for the past tenses and do and does depending upon singular and plural in your present tense. So this we have already done. You can refer to my previous videos also. I have discussed all these things in detail. Okay, so let's take one example now for this. I read magazines. Now tell me what type of tense it is. First of all, which tense has been used here? I read magazines. Simple present tense, first form, read magazines. Now you have to just make it a negative. How will you do? We don't have here helping verb. We don't have helping verb and main verb. So now what will you use? You will use do, does, did. So this way you will be using these and you will making them negative. How? I read magazines. I, subject will come as it is. Before this, what we should use? I do not read magazines. So this make it negative sentence. Now with I we use do. With he, she, it we use does. He, she, it we use does. And did is used in the past and these two are used in the present. Okay? And it is used with I. So let's take some more examples. This was example number 1. That was with I. So let's take from your book only. Naina writes short stories. Naina writes short stories. Now tell me which tense has been used here. Writes. Which tense is this? Simple present or past? It is simple present, but the name of a person is there. So now what we will do to make it negative is, what will we use? Did? Simply no, because it is present. So we will either choose this or this. If I say Naina do not write short story, that is correct. Or if I write Naina does not write short stories, which one is correct? So dear children, let me tell you, if any name or noun is there, then you need to use does. So it will become Naina does not write short stories. And since Naina is what? Singular or plural? Singular. So what it will be? Your verb should also agree with your subject. Subject verb agreement we have done. So it becomes write from writes, and since it is a name which will take does, so it becomes Naina does not write short stories, and this makes it negative sentence. So let's take one more example from your book of past tense now. She wrote neatly. She wrote neatly. Now which tense is used? Second form. Write, wrote, written. This means wrote is there, so past tense has been used. So for the past, what do we use? Do and does? No. We should use did with past. So how will we make it negative? She did plus not write neatly. Dear children, I have already discussed that with did you have to always use which form of verb? Right, that is first form of verb. So this means did not write. Wrote changes into write. So it becomes she did not write neatly, and it becomes your negative sentence. So this way you need to change your sentences if your helping verb is not there in the sentence, and if the two verbs are also not there, that is helping and the main verb. So we'll take the help of do, does and did. Okay. Next you have another examples of one more rule. We can convert statements with the verbs is, are and was, were into interrogatives by placing the verb before the subject. Now statements into interrogatives. So this was something about the negatives. Now how can you change the simple assertive sentences into interrogatives? Very simple. What you have to do, simply reverse the order of the subject and the verb if the helping verb is there. If the helping verb is not there, then again we will take the help of do, does and did. So 3 more rules. Let's see. Okay. Statements to interrogatives. This is your heading. So let me take one example. This scrapbook is yours. This scrapbook is yours. This is what type of sentence? We have already done it. It is assertive sentence. How will you change it into interrogative now? Simply see. What is your subject here? This scrapbook. This is your subject. Is your verb. Yours is your object. So what we will do is simply we will reverse the order of the verb and the subject. To make it interrogative, we will write the verb first and then your subject. Rest of the part will remain as it is plus your question mark, which is very, very important to make interrogative. So it becomes, and you have to start with a capital letter. Is this scrapbook yours? Plus your question mark. So this makes it an interrogative sentence. Now let's take one more example. The children are flying kites. The children are flying kites. Simple assertive sentence, but we have to change it into interrogative. Now what we shall do? Reverse the order. First see the subject and the verb in the sentence. That is very necessary. You should know the subject and the verb in the sentence for interrogatives. The children, subject, are your main helping verb. Flying is your main verb and kites is your object. What we have to do? We have to simply reverse the order of your helping verb and the subject. So what will be? Are, capital letters, are the children flying kites plus your question mark. So simply you have to change it into interrogatives if your helping verb is there in the sentence by simply inversing the order of subject and verb. In simple assertive sentences there is subject and then verb, but in interrogatives the same verbs comes at first position followed by your subject, and the third thing you need to remember is your question mark. So this way you can change it into interrogatives, and this was the mistake that was done by you in your exams also. Some of you have either used do, does, did or WH family you have used, but if you have been given a helping verb, simply just reverse the order. Dear children, these are the rules that we are going to do today. Although there are 3-4 more rules, but we are not going to exceed further, so that the concept is very clear to you all. So today we are going to stop here only. So your homework is to revise all the rules from your book that we have done today. And based on those rules, if you want to solve the exercises, if you want to try the exercises, you can go ahead. And tomorrow we'll be completing the rules and we'll be taking some of the exercises. So that's all for today. Stay safe, stay home.